You need help?
No, sir. It's correct.
Hi everyone, this is Aparna and welcome to the Shobitam Trunk Show. We are here live at the looms. As you can see, this room is filled with different hand looms. We have 4 different looms here set up. And at Shobitam, we really believe in authenticity of products, which is why we wanted to come down here and show you the place. All these beautiful weaves, that are replete with magic are woven. So let's give it a few minutes for more folks to join in and then we'll get started. A very big hi to everyone who's joining in. This is Aparna and welcome to the Shobitam Trunk Show live from the looms. Let's give it a couple more minutes and then we get started. A very big hi to everyone who's joining in. I promise you it's going to be a very, very loaded trunk show. We have very, very nice products here today from Kanjivarams, Banarsis, authentic Pashmina products, and 9-to-5 jewelry, and so much more. So I really cannot wait to showcase these products to you. Let's just give it one more minute. So these looms are in real interior places because the designs otherwise get copied. So we want to show with them that we have very, very differentiated, very unique designs. That's one of our core USP. So it's right, very much interior, and it's buzzing. It's really, really buzzing. Sorry, the fan is buzzing right now because it's really, really hot. They typically don't allow fans in the loom because it affects, how the yarns are placed. So we just usually have fans, small fans set up right next to them, which don't affect the yarn. So if there's a little bit of background noise, I'm sorry. But it is quite hot in here. All right, so I think we should get started. Again, a very, very warm welcome to the Shobitam Trunk Show live from the looms. Like I said, a pure handloom place. You see 4 handlooms here. These are pit looms. Pit looms meaning that I'm not able to move the screen, but pit loom is a place where there is a pit that's actually dug under the ground, and the weaver actually goes inside and weaves it. And the sari is actually placed at ground level. And this, what you see here, is actually an authentic handloom. See how complex it is. Look at the hundreds of yarns that are running across on both sides. When I look at it, I just think, how do they know, this particular yarn has to go through this particular hole? They have this thing called hooks. So it's very, very complex, very, very intricate. We should never, underestimate the skill, the talent, and the labor that actually goes behind weaving these saris. So most people, when you see the sari, you think it's just one person, the weaver, who's actually woven it. Yes, the weaver is the one who actually brings the sari to life, but there is a complete ecosystem of people who are actually working behind the scenes, right from the yarn, getting the yarn ready, getting it polished, spinning it, getting the zari ready. So there's really so much love and labor that goes behind weaving each of these magical saris. So on that note, let's get started. Let's turn the fan off. For those of you who are new to the Shobitam Trunk Show, the way this works is every product that I'm showcasing today will be shown on this very special page called shobitam.com/live. And guess what? We have a nice tech solution implemented today where every product that is going to be showcased will have a little QR code that's actually displayed as I'm showing the product to you. So all you have to do is scan the QR code and it will take you right to the product. The prices, the details, additional pictures, all of it is there. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask Some of us, our team will be happy to get back to you. And let's get started. And there is always a special code that you can use to avail a special discount. It's a limited time discount. And I was thinking, what it should be, because we've used all the popular keywords. And then I looked at the beauty of our Kanjivaram saris, and I looked at the very, very mysterious, mythical motifs. And I said, okay, so today's code is MOTIF, MOTIF. When you use the code MOTIF during checkout, you'll get a special discount. So we'll finally get started on that particular note. So we have this little tradition here at Shobitam. We always start with pen kalamkari saris. Not any particular reason, it's just that it's always happened that way and we want to keep that tradition alive. So here is a very first sari. Now this is also a Kanjivaram sari, and this is a design that one of our team members, Deepti, she gave. It's a very, very pretty Kanjivaram silk sari with a Jagannath Rath Yatra. Now look at this beauty. It's a pure Kanjivaram handloom sari. Look at the beautiful borders, doused in zari work on the top, the bottom, the very, very wide bottom, the grand pallu, and look at this beautiful Jagannath motifs. Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra motifs on the pallu, and the background color is a deep Rama green, very, very vibrant, that really brings the highlight on the motifs. And kalamkari, a work that happens in two places. So the sari is woven in Kanjivaram and then it goes all the way to Kalahasti, where this authentic pen kalamkari sari work happens. It takes, from the sari weaving to actually getting the kalamkari process, takes about 6 to 8 weeks. So this truly is a labor of love. Look at this. So we've shown the Rath Yatra. Look at the details, look at the sky, look at the background, look at the Rath. Look at the colors that have gone in, the little mandalas, the wheels at the bottom, the beautiful sun, the flags. There are like so many details and beautiful Rath. So you can see the people who are actually pulling the and the 3 gorgeous Rath motifs across the body of the sari, and then the rest of the sari is florals. So many people who actually buy saris with God motifs, they would prefer God motifs in the starting. So in the pleats area, we give this florals, and then you have these very, very beautiful Rath Yatra motifs. This is absolutely one of a kind that has been designed by us, something that you would not find elsewhere. And look at the colors, What we believe at Shobitam is preserving the classic while infusing it with contemporary elements to make it very, very relevant for the global movement. So here is your very first sari, and the QR code for it is being shown. So just scan it and it will take you to the product itself. And you'll also find all the products on shobitam.com/live. So here is your very first sari, and it comes with this blouse piece. Yeah. All right. So the next sari is a village theme, again a pen kalamkari. So I'm going to show you 3 pen kalamkari saris, and then you'll have many, many more available on the website. Now this again is a pure Kanjivaram silk sari. Beautiful red borders. I think dark color borders really bring out highlight the sari really well. They frame the sari really, really well. And here is a village theme, and it's not one large motifs. You see tiers, 2 tiers. Look at this. Very, very pretty sari with village theme, intricately done. Look at the amount of time. Think about the amount of time that would have gone into creating each of these motifs. So very, very, very pretty sari. I'm going to show this closely to you. And it's not just a village, you're showing buildings, you're showing animals, you're showing people. So a whole bunch going on here. And I really love how this one has turned out to be. Sometimes when we think of a design, we conceptualize a design, you're not quite sure how the final output will be, because the artisans, they add their touch too. So look at this. Very, very pretty. It's got birds, and the full sari has work. So absolutely no shortcuts have been taken. And there's work end to end. From one end of the sari to the other end. And it's a pure Kanjivaram 10 kalamkari sari with village theme, and it comes with a matching blouse piece. Alright. So the next sari is also a 10 kalamkari, and it comes with Ganesha theme. And here it is. So different scenes that involve Lord Ganesh. And look at the starting of the sari. We've actually put hibiscus motifs because Lord Ganesha likes hibiscus motifs, and we thought grey would look very different. It would bring out the red, the reddish pink color. And this one is a purple border. So this one is a dark purple border. Like I say, dark colors really frame the sari well. They bring out the painted elements very, very nicely. And look at this. Different scenes. Look at this. Ganesha writing the Mahabharata and so many more. It's not just one scene, it's so many, many scenes. Look at this. So very pretty, very beautiful, full of cultural elements and with a contemporary aesthetics. So here is your sari, and the pallu is an equally gorgeous one with a Panchmukhi Ganesha. Look at this. So very, very, very pretty sari with a purple border. Authentic 10 kalamkari directly from Kalahasti, and you're wearing a piece of art. You're wearing a piece of art, you know, you're wearing a piece of heritage that you can carry forward. So here is your sari. And you know the beauty of this particular sari, it's a 15-inch border. So it's a really, really wide 15-inch border, very grand, absolutely grand, and very opulent. And it comes with a matching blouse piece, a purple matching blouse piece. All right, moving on. So our next category that we're going to showcase is our brocades, our tissue brocades. Now, when you think of Kanjivaram, the highest tier of grandeur in Kanjivaram is your tissue. And tissue saris are getting more popular, you know, as time goes by. So many of us are for tissue saris. And we're going to start with a very, very exquisite sari, which is inspired by Paithani designs. It's got large bird and floral motifs. Look at this. It's not your regular Kanjivaram at all. And it's a pure tissue silk sari. And the color is very pretty. It's a very, very pretty green. Now, trust me, these saris just came in yesterday. So we just visited our weavers, you know, gave them the next set of designs. And while we did, you know, we came across this beauty. Look at this. So, very unique sari. And look at how it's so glossy and shiny it is, for those of you who love this. And it's got really large motifs. Look at this pallu. It's very contemporary. So it's got this heritage element of a beautiful handloom sari, which we absolutely want to support. But it's got contemporary aesthetics which make it very appealing to the women of today. So look at this. So it's got these large bird motifs, the flower motifs. Quiet, please. Excuse me. Sorry. Quiet, please. Sorry, sorry. So here is your sari. Sorry about the noise. The viewers do get excited. So yeah. So here is your sari. Now there is light right in front of me, so it may look glossier than it actually is, but it's a very, very, very beautiful sari. So here it is, your large birds and flowers sari, pure tissue silk Kanjivaram. And all shobitam saris are ready to wear. So they will come with falls, piku, tassels. And if you want blouse stitching, we can absolutely do that for you. It's a very, very simple process to get your blouses tailored from us. And we can do any pattern of your choice. We have a library of more than 300 designs. You can choose your pattern. And it comes at a flat rate. We can do any design as long as the fabric permits. Now, if you want work done, so for example, if you want kundan work done or magam work done, like what I'm wearing, we can do that as well for you. So here is your next sari. Okay, I think I'm going to move a little bit fast because we were so excited. We've got so many products to showcase to you today. So let's go there. Here is your next tissue sari in our tissue sari collection. And again, take a look, close look at this. So pretty, right? It's got diagonal stripes, a very different kind of diagonal. It's like a swirl kind of a diagonal in an ivory shade. So very contemporary. Look at this, very contemporary color, shade and pattern. And this is what the sari would look like when it is straight. So absolutely spectacular, very grand, very rich looking sari. So here is your next sari. Like I said, these saris just got ready. So they've not been finished, but we promise you every sari will be finished before it's actually shipped out. So here is your next sari, an ivory sari with contemporary diagonal stripes. All right, another very, very contemporary sari. I think these kind of stripes got popular when actress Kirti Suresh wore it. So it's an ivory and gold stripes tissue kanjivaram. Look at this closely. And I think the color makes it really stand out. You could wear this with an ivory blouse, and I think it will really do magic. Or you could even pair it with a contrasting blouse to highlight it. So here is your sari. And this is what the pallu looks like. Look at the ivory and gold color. And this is the tissue blouse piece. This is the tissue blouse piece. You can see the ivory and gold colors popping out. This is a very classy combination. Timeless combination, never ever goes out of style. You absolutely cannot go wrong with an ivory and gold stripes. This combination, and it comes in a contemporary pattern, which makes more prettier. So here is your sari. All right, another tissue, and then we have a variation also of this. This is a very intricate woven tissue kanjivaram pure silk sari. Look at this. And you can see the little QR codes popping up on your screen to scan and directly go to the product. Now, you don't have to leave the live show to actually purchase products. You can do it on the same page. So while you can watch the live show as it's happening, you can put the item into your cart, check out. All of this can happen without you leaving. So that's the latest tech solution that we have. And look at this gorgeous beauty. So pretty. Look at this closely. And here it is. Tissue saris, like I said, are the highest tier of opulence in kanjivarams. And here is your tissue kanjivaram. Look at the very, very intricate designs. Very intricate designs with a beautiful red border. And here it is. It makes a great wedding sari. It makes a great sari for any grand occasion. And if you find kanjivaram saris difficult to drape, because kanjivaram saris typically are much wider than your regular kanjivarams, than your regular saris. Look at how wide this is. And we have a solution for that. Now, if you're not so tall, or if you want the sari not to be bulky around your waist, we can get the saris pre-stitched for you. So we have this option on shobitam where you can get the blouse tailored. You can also get any saris pre-stitched, and all you have to do is submit us 3 measurements and we get a sari that's customized for you. You don't have to worry about the sari bulking up here. You don't have to worry about the sari being too long. We'll get the perfect sari pre-stitched for you. So check out the pre-stitched option, or if you have any questions, please do reach out to us. So this is the next sari. All right. So, like I said, I'm not able to move the camera, but I do want to take a bit of time to actually show you these weavers in action. So, Vanakkam, Ramana, weaving, can you weave? So, weaving is so rhythmic when you see a weaver in action. It's very, very rhythmic because there are so many intricate parts. And as they move, it's like music in motion. And if you're wondering what these are punch cards. These are punch cards. Now, punch cards in a jacquard loom, they actually design the motifs. So every card, so more the number of cards, the more detailed your motifs are. And each card actually translates to one line of your motif. Okay, now like I said, more the cards, the more complex your designs. So back in the days, what used to happen is they would actually punch every hole by hand. They had to design, they had to know, how to translate to these punches and actually do it manually. But thanks to technology in a very, very positive way. So now you have applications like GC Color, where you're preserving handlooms, but using software and technology to make life easier for them. So it's still very much handloom. It's still, a person who's putting their time, their emotion, their labor, but we are using software and technology to make life easier for them. So what happens is you feed the design into the system and it actually punches the holes for you. So one positive impact of technology in this particular space. And all shobitam saris are absolutely silk mark certified, so you can be absolutely confident about the saris that you purchase from us. So I have 3 or 4 more tissue brocades before we move on to our 9 to 5 section. Now here is your next sari for those of you who like a bit of pop. It's a pinkish peach meenakari tissue brocade. Here it is. Look closely at this. I think this angle works really well. It's tissue brocade, which is why you see the gold shining through, and a lovely peach with a very rare combination. This is not a sari that you would typically find. And look at these peacock motifs running across the body of the sari. And this is what the sari would look like when it is stripped. So, like I said, there's like really strong light, so it probably shines more than it typically would. But here is your really grand tissue brocade Kanjivaram silk saris. If you love saris and you don't have a tissue brocade, then this is a good time because there is a special offer. Use the code MOTIVE to avail a special discount on your checkout. If you like soft shades, then the sari is for you. It's like a light aqua, somewhere between a mint and a blue. Look at this color. If you see it under yellow light, it'll look more like a green, more like a sea green. If you look at it in white light, it will see more like a aqua shade, more like a blue. And here it is with very, very intricate motifs. Now, like I said, these saris were just picked up yesterday, right? They just got ready yesterday, so we don't have the best pictures, but we're happy to show more pictures. You can see the sari, how it looks like. And these saris come with a lighter zari. So it's not your bright gold zari, which is not so popular these days. So all the saris that I'm showing you are the water zari. The water zari, like water, they reflect the color of light. So it's not the harsh gold tone. So very, very sophisticated color in zari and a very pretty aqua shade sari with silver brocade. All right. Moving on, another very, very contemporary tissue Kanjivaram. Stripes, diagonals, they add that contemporary element to it. So all saris, like I said, have that heritage element to them and they are peppered with modern aesthetics. So here is a very pretty rose pink sari. It's got your turning border or your curvilinear border, not your straight borders. And look at this very different diagonals designs, diamonds on it. So let me show a close-up of this. This is what the sari looks like. Look at this. This is what the sari looks like. So very, very pretty sari and very exquisite borders and a piece of beauty, and I'm sure whoever wears it will really, really shine. So here is your next sari. All right. So the last sari today in the tissue section before 92.5 silver. This sari is absolutely magical. It's got a pink tone, a very, very light rose pink undertone with gold tissue. Look at this. And it's got a very, like a self brocade, in lighter white zari with twin peacocks and on vines. And very wide borders on both sides. So contemporary wide border on both sides. Look at this here. Look at this. Can we move the light a little bit back? So you think it's fine? Okay. Okay. All right. Never mind. So here is the sari. Look at this. Look at the pink and the gold. It's got that dhoop chham effect, right? So sometimes you see the sun in tissue, sometimes you see the silk, depending on which part is reflecting light. So it's got that mystical element to it. So very okay, very contemporary and very grand, very wide borders. So a very modern design on your tissue kanji. All right. We are very, very excited to show you our 92.5 silver for a few reasons. One, we have very unique designs. They're not designs that you typically find easily. They're not your everyday designs. So very, very unique designs. There is the best team of designers who are working to get you designs that you absolutely don't get anywhere else. The workmanship is absolutely marvelous, and it's 92.5 silver. You will get the certificate of authenticity and at prices that you will not get with free shipping, and if there is any customs, we absorb it. Okay, so you can be assured that you will get something that is absolutely the best in terms of quality, workmanship, price, and without the hassles of any customs. So moving on, look at this design. I'm so proud of our artisans who made this. Look at this gorgeous beauty. Look closely. Look very closely. Look at the details here. This is your Madurai Meenakshi temple inspired harem or your long necklace. And I'm not going to wear it, but I'll just show you how this looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. It's got a dark tone gold effect for that. The Madurai Meenakshi temple is known for its really steep and high gopurams. So that's what this is. And if you look very closely, these are actually figures, god figures of what you see in the temple dome, in the gopuram. So real piece of art. And there is a Shiva, Meenakshi Kalyanam, or the wedding of Meenakshi with Lord Shiva, or Goddess Parvati and Shiva with their entire family. Look closely at this. So true piece of art. Look at this. Very, very, very pretty. And if you wear this, you don't need anything else. It will absolutely make a statement. This is crafted in 92.5 silver, which means the purity of silver. In this is 92.5 silver. It's coated with 20 in antique tone finish. So this is what it is. Okay. All right. So my husband and I, we had a little bit of argument before the show because he wanted me to wear this for the show. Look at this. And I said, if I wear this, it's going to completely overpower what I'm wearing. But it's really, really, really stunning. Look at these moissanite stones. 3 rows of moissanite stones, green and white and green. This combination is absolutely in. It looks very gorgeous. I was 2 minds about this. I really loved it, but I thought, it would catch the saris that I'm wearing. So here is your very pretty, and this is 92.5 silver in Victorian finish. So Victorian is basically your dark gold finish. The gold is deliberately done in a dark gold finish, so the stones are more prominent. The stones can flourish. And look at this piece of beauty. Very, very gorgeous. And it comes with these matching earrings. It comes with these matching earrings. So very gorgeous set. All right, moving on. The third is a baby necklace set, which I'm actually wearing, and you'll get a fresh piece of this. It's called a baby necklace because you can even have little girls wear it, and it's very suitable for adults also if you want just a little something without it getting too loud. It's a simple occasion. You don't want something too heavy. I particularly wore this because my blouse was heavy, so I didn't want to wear something too heavy on top of it. So here is it, and I thought it was really cute, very, very cute with the little CZ stones. Look at this. So it's a set. So it comes with a little chain. So the link, if you scan the QR code, you'll see the necklace. And these are the screw back earrings. So very pretty, very lightweight, small but very meaningful. All right. So the next one is your green stone necklace. Look at this. Oh, this is so beautiful because this will go with not just your Indian outfits, but your Western ones too. It's a choker. You can also wear it a little higher up like a collar, and it'll go very nice with your shirts, Indians, Westerns. And this is just a necklace. It's just a necklace. If you want a matching pair of earrings, we can find something similar, but here it is. Look at these translucent stones. These are semi-precious stones, and it comes with these white CZ here. So this is your next set. All right. Okay. So I'm going to show you 3 pairs of earrings. Like I said, you know, we really believe in keeping the heritage element while making it modern. Now look at this. Aren't these earrings exactly that? So this is your Kemp temple design or temple jewelry design, and look at this, and it's got this long stick type to make it, to give it that little contemporary twist to it. And here earrings, it's got that 92.5 seal behind. Let me show you. So it's got this 92.5 seal, you see it here. And these are your earrings, and I'll show you 2 more. These looked very, very pretty too. These are pure 92.5 silver. So it's got a tiered design, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers. Look at the 6 tiers, and I really like these danglings on the side. So this is Jadao, 100% handmade, and a little crystal on the bottom to give it that little contemporary twist. And it's long, it's like 4 inches long. It's like 4 inches long, and it really dangles nicely. And the pair of earrings is the one that I'm wearing. And of course, you get a fresh piece of this too, and you'll see the pictures. You'll see a close-up, nice picture of this. It's an antique tone, so you're to give that little vintage look. I personally do not like very bright gold, so this is this antique tone, and it's got a very nice shape to it, which really adds beauty to your face, and it's got Jada work on it. So all of these, like I said, are 92.5 silver. You will get free shipping on these, and you don't have to worry about customs. We take care of that for you, and I can absolutely say that you won't get better prices anywhere. You're welcome to do your own research, you know, for the quality and you know what we really stand behind. All right. On that note, let's move on. We showed you tissue Kanjivarams. Next up is your Kanjivaram brocade sarees before we move on to Banarsis. For those of you who are just joining in, a very warm welcome. And we have a very special trunk show today, as you can see, in the heart of handlooms. And here is your gorgeous next Kanjivaram sari. It's a blue and green brocade inspired by patola designs. Now, how does one actually make your saris unique when you actually infuse it with other elements? So this is your patola inspired design. Again, this is a zari, which is not your gold zari. It's not silver. It's somewhere in between to make it look nice and sophisticated. So here is a very beautiful blue green. I love blue green. And this is your sari with a patola. And all these motifs are actually woven in zari. Muted zari border, wide zari border. And we all love this combination. This is a very, very popular combination in shobitam, the blue green combination. And you can see it's looking so different, so unique. And dual tones have that mystical element to it. So here is your next sari. All right. I loved this. I really, really loved this. I really love this combination of like an earthly color, like a gold mustard, meaty color. This is like your mint lilac. So very unique combination of meaty dual tone with a purple. Look at the contrast. And it's got these gorgeous Berunda motifs. I always say this, you know, the weavers of Kanjivaram, they see anything around them, whether it animals, be it mythology, be it architecture, they just turn it into a motif. And here is your mythical Berunda motif, which is basically your eagle that has two heads. So it's got the power, the wisdom of two, the strength of two eagles in one. So that's the significance of this bird. And all shobitam saris come with these gorgeous tassels. A silk sari is absolutely incomplete without tassels. When you walk, these tassels have to sway. And look at these wide borders on both sides. So it's equal width borders, I think. Yes, it's equal width borders. And look at this combination. You know, I'll just let the sari do the talking. I just don't have to say anything. So very pretty brocade in a methi dual tone with purple borders and Berunda motifs. And it comes with a border color blouse piece. This is the blouse piece. Okay. This sari is not your regular sari. It looked so different. Like I said, when you conceptualize a sari, it looks very different, and when it turns out, it looks very different. So it's your blood red color Kanjivaram. Silver, gold and silver checks all over, and motifs in the border. So it's got so many different colors. Now these checks are very, very popular. Multicolor saris in general are very, very popular, and look at these play of colors. So it's got 9 different colors, perhaps more, like 12 different colors going on in the border of the sari. This is a skirt border, which means it's really wide, and it's got like a childish bird kind of a motif. So adding that little contemporary element to it. And it's a one-side border. So one-side borders have their own charm. This is the blouse piece. It comes with a checks blouse piece, checks pallu, and this is how the sari reads. So very different sari, not your regular sari at all. So a red sari with checks, gold and silver checks, and look at this. So, and the red totally contrasts it. So this is your next brocade Kanjivaram pure silk sari with a korvai weave. What is korvai? When the colors of the body cannot go into the border, this is woven separately, this is woven separately, and then they are interlocked, which is why you see this jagged line. It's not a straight line, it's a jagged line. Sometimes there may be a little bit of a gap here and there. Please overlook them. They are not defects. This is the beauty of the korvai weave. Because these are woven separately and then interlocked, it's the result of that. So here is your next gorgeous sari. Moving on to Banarsis. We all love Banarsis, so I'm going to show you some Banarsis before we come back to Kanjivaram again. All right. So this particular design got popular after Janvi Kapoor adorned it. So it's the exact same shade. It's a beautiful royal blue sari with a jal, a very, very beautiful jal. Look at this. Look at this. It's a very pretty jal, and it's a royal blue. Royal blue is a color that absolutely accentuates. Here is your royal blue sari, and it's a pure pure Banarsi brocade sari. Look at these tassels, and this is how the sari reads. So it's your. So this is your very pretty blue, royal blue sari with a full jal and very intricate jal. So I think there's strong light, which is why you're not able to see the details very well. But it's a very, very, very aesthetically done jal. We are adorning it. So here is your next Banarsi sari. And we have so many beautiful Banarsi saris to showcase today. And please, if you are looking for more, or if you're looking for a particular color combination, sometimes, if you're looking for a wedding and there's a wedding color, and you can just go to shobitam.com. If you search under a particular category, you can actually filter by color. You can filter by color, you can filter by fabrics, you can do all that. And if you're still not able to find something, please do reach out to us. We'll be happy to get back to you. All right. So the next sari is Again, a piece of art. Look at this. It's a very nice meenakari florals. And that's not all. Look at the shading that's done. Look at the shading work. The colors that complement the navy blue background so well. And here is your sari. Here is your sari. And it's actually soft. It's not your very thick stiff sari. So this is your pure Banarsi meenakari jar with shaded florals. And it comes with a simple border, just so that, on here. And here it is. And this is your pallu. And the blouse piece, like most Banarsi saris, is plain with a little bit of zari for the sleeves. Alright. The next sari is the tanchori weave. Now, the tanchori weave, the beauty of a tanchori weave is one, there are designs that are running across the body of the sari, but it leaves no loose threads on the back. So there are no floating threads, no cuts in the back. It's absolutely seamless, and the fabric is pure satin. So it's very luxurious, very soft to the touch. And this particular sari comes in a very nice pista green and blue. And because the two colors are mixing with each other, you'll see a whole bunch of other things. There is zari meena. That means there is zari only in these parts. And it has zari borders too. So it frames the sari really, really well. This color is very enchanting, I think. And look at the back side. Like I said, the zari is in meena, which is why it's woven only here. The rest of the sari is a pure tanchori sari. And this is what the sari looks like. Look at the blue and the green playing along so well. And it's got these lotus motifs. So it's got these Raj Kamal or the lotus motifs across the body of the sari. And here is the next one. I think I absolutely love this. What do you think? So here is your next sari. Have you heard of the word Kalpavriksha? So the next sari is a Kalpavriksha theme. So what's a Kalpavriksha? Kalpavriksha is basically your imagination. You imagine something, it's a magical tree, you imagine something and the tree produces it. So this is your beautiful Meenakari Kalpavriksha. And Kalpavriksha, that's why you see so many different flowers. So it's not the same species, but so many different flowers. Whatever you imagine, the tree produces that. So a very interesting sari with cultural significance in a lovely purple. Look at this closely. Look at this Kalpavriksha motifs. They are running across the body of the sari, across the border of the sari, and a lovely purple, a deep purple, and a beautiful silken leaf. Look at this. So very unique, very different, deep purple Banarsi sari with Kalpavriksha motifs in Meenakari. So here is your next sari. I think it will look very nice with a purple blouse with some handwork on it, very similar to what I'm wearing. All right, moving on. On to mushroom silk. So we have a few. One second. Okay, so moving on to mushroom silks. So mushroom silk is a slightly thicker weave, a very satin-like finish, and this one is a beautiful emerald green. So like a cusp of emerald green and bottle green, and it's got this jhumka, chambali motifs. So it's got these beautiful chambali motifs. I love chambali, which is why I'm wearing one too. So here is your chambali motifs. And this is your blouse piece. This is your blouse piece, your butedar blouse piece. A very interesting pallu. Look at these balis. And this is your border. This fabric is so exquisite. You really have to feel it to appreciate it. It's really, really soft, very luxurious to the touch. And this one, because the motifs are big, it has a simple border on both sides. So here is your next sari in pure mushroom silk, 100% handloom with your Bali motifs and woodydar blouse piece in a rich shade of green. All right. All right. So the next sari is another beauty. It would be the perfect sari for a grand event. And here is your red with meenakari work. I think red, green, and gold are all three auspicious colors. And so red, green, and gold, all three are auspicious colors. And let me show you this work really, really closely so you can appreciate it. The weaving, look at the very, very intricate weave. So this is your border. Look at the very intricate jal, how closely it is. And look at the grand pallu. Love the tassels. And then you have this gorgeous beauty. So I'm going to show you one more Banarsi sari, and then I'm going to show you 3 pieces of chunky jewelry. So after the Banarsi sari, I'm going to show you 3 pieces of chunky jewelry. So here is your next one. All right. Now, what makes this Bandhani sari special is the color of the silk, the color of the zari. How many times do you actually get to see a black Bandhani sari? So this is your black Bandhani sari. It is a shikarda, which means it's got animal motifs. So most weavers in Banaras typically do not weave animal motifs. So there is this custom of not weaving animal motifs because it's considered unlucky. So very few weavers actually do animal motifs. This is one of them. It's a black, which again makes it rarer. And it's got beautiful shikarda motifs across the body of the sari. And another thing that makes it really unique is the silver zari. You don't get to see silver zari, antique silver zari in Bandhani saris. So, and it's pure silk georgette, which makes it a beauty to drape. Look at these tassels, done so thoughtfully. And here is really well. The sari is woven in Banaras. It goes all the way to Kutch, Gujarat, where the Bandhani work happens. Then the sari comes back to Banaras for the final finishing and polishing, and the result is this breathtaking beauty. So if you love black, if you love silver, here is a very, very unique sari for you. All right. So on that note, I'm going to show you some pieces of chunky jewelry. So these pieces are actually made in Jaipur. And here is the first one. Very unique pieces, not your everyday jewelry. This is your hasli. Look at this hasli. Hasli is this tribal ornament with this rigid neck piece. And this is how it goes around the neck. And look at this, really chunky stones. This is enamel work on the back. And it's got these little ghungroos to make that little bit of sound. So here is your hasli. This is the first piece that I want to showcase today. Next is a very heavy har, and we have 3 of these. I think these would, if you're looking for something that absolutely makes a statement, and if you like bold, stunning, chunky pieces, then this one is for you. Look at this. So very chunky, very heavy, and look at this. It's really, really big. And I think it will look very nice with westerns too. So here is your beautiful chunky set. This looks like an eagle eye, and here it is. So multicolor. If you like color, if you like heavy things, I think it look very nice with the plain suits too, like your linen suits with an ankle length pants. So here is your piece of chunky jewelry. And then the final piece that I want to show today, and we have more options available on the website. So if you go to shobitam.com, check out the jewelry section, you will find many jhumka. Jhumka is something that's native to the Indian subcontinent. It's called jhumka because it does this jhum jhum action and it makes this beautiful sound. It's an oversized jhumka if you like oversized jewelry pieces. Here is your oversized jhumka in antique tone finish. And we actually have this in 3 different colors. So here is the one. And it's really big. So this is what it would look like. So really big. And here it is. All right, moving on to our next set. So I'm going to show you a couple Mysore silks before we move on to more Kanjivarams and their variations. So we're going to go with this Mysore silk sari. It's a brocade sari. And look at this color. It's like a maroon plum color. All love Mysore silks. It's so hard for us to keep pace with your liking because we are always sold out. We have very few products of Mysore silks left because whenever we put them, it just gets sold out. So it's very hard to keep pace with your likes. And here is a very beautiful brocade Mysore silk sari. This is a brocade with like a jal pattern and a nice skirt border. Now this size border is very rare for a Mysore silks. Mysore silks typically have very simple, very short traditional borders. So this one is something very unique. So here it is. Now bear in mind, there will be threads like Mysore silk is a very delicate fabric. It's very fluid. It's very hard to weave a Mysore silk saree. So the brocade will have a little bit of loose threads in the back, and that's the nature of it. It's not a defect, it's just the way it is. So just wanted to let you know. And if you like sarees that are fluid, flowy, that accentuate you, then look at this Mysore silk saree. It comes in a very beautiful shade of like a periwinkle, which is neither dark nor light. It's somewhere in between. And it has this mild chakra motifs, so a peacock and a wheel, and very ornate contemporary borders, short width borders. If you love short width, some of you ask for short width borders. So here is your next saree. Scan the QR code and it will take you to the product. So here is your, and this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. Look at the pallu, again, something that is not your traditional Mysore silks, because your traditional Mysore silks will just have 3 or 4 lines on the pallu. And this is a fabric which is absolutely very different from your traditional silks. It's not stiff at all. It just flows. It's just very fluid. So here is your next saree. All right. Now, we're going to showcase something very unique. So we've been working with our Kashmiri artisans for a while. They are the ones who made these gorgeous saris that we typically have. 2 or 3 months back when we did a trunk show, we actually presented Tassa silk saris with Sozni work on them. So Sozni work is very detailed, very intricate, very small motifs that are done completely by hand. And what I'm going to showcase today are authentic pashminas. So I'm going to showcase 3 pashminas. We have 5 on the website. I picked the 3 that I really liked. These are authentic pashmina. Now, what exactly is pashmina? Now, pashmina is a word that's actually misused quite a bit. So you see this word being used all over. Now, pashmina is basically a type of goat that is actually reared in very high altitudes, where it develops this fur around it, and it's just combed through in spring to get all the wool. It's very different. It's very soft. Just like silk, these yarns are actually woven by hand. And the beauty of it is it's very fine. Like I said, you'll get more counterfeit pashminas than pure authentic ones. And how do you know that a real pashmina is a pashmina? We will give government certificate. We'll give you, it'll be lab tested. So the government certificate, the agency basically lab tests every product, and you will get a certificate that authenticates not just the wool, but also the craft, because the craft is also handmade by karigars who take several months to actually make it. Now think of it this way. Now, we really want to preserve art forms that have been there for centuries, right? We just don't want them to go away. And here is a step in that direction. And look at this piece of beauty. This is a pure pashmina. You have to feel it to actually appreciate it. And what you're seeing is 100% handmade, authentic source needlework. So I'll show this very closely. Look at this. And there are so many different color threads that are used. A very small needle is used. And the karigar actually makes the motif by hand. It comes with a simple border. And here it is. Here it is. This is your beautiful pashmina shawl. If you appreciate finer things in life, then this shawl is for you. It's a regular size shawl, about 4 feet, I would say. Yeah, 4 feet. And look at these motifs. The very ornate borders done on both sides. And it has these beautiful arched paisleys. So your jamawar designs. So the jamawar that comes in Banarsi is actually inspired by the jamawar in Kashmir. So the royals, the Maharajas of Kashmir used to wear a lot of jamawar. So here is your pure pashmina. Like I said, you don't have to worry about the authenticity of it, because these will come with a government certificate that you can actually, it will be basically a QR code where you scan and you will get complete details of it, and these are done by a government agency. So it's not a private party, it's actually a government agency. So it's your very beautiful pure pashmina shawl. So like I said, at shobitam, our endeavor is to showcase the art from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and today here is one beautiful one from the valley, the Kashmir Valley. So I'm going to show you 3 designs. All 3 are exceptionally beautiful. And the next one is a lovely rust color. And this one actually has patterns all over. Look at this, all over. So your beautiful jamawar paisleys in a jal. So look at this Persian inspired jal all over. And this is what it looks like. So it's a unisex shawl, so both men and women can wear it. It actually feels really good. So here is your very pretty rust color, pure pashmina. So the base is pure wool, very soft to the touch with full handwork. Now, another thing that you have to keep in mind is, because the fabric is so delicate, the artisan must have the right set of skills to actually make sure that the needle doesn't affect the underlying fabric. So very beautiful piece of art. All right. And the third piece, which is also a full jar, and this one is a light ivory color. I really like the turquoise, the feroza color, the rani pink and the green. Look at this. So it's got a very intricate floral and paisley jar. And like I said, this is for the people who appreciate the finer things in life. You want to own something that instantly makes a statement. And like I said, it's 100% authentic, very lightweight, because the fabric is very fine. So it's pure wool, pure pashmina wool. That's really fine. So here is your next one. All right. So moving on back to Kanjivarams. And I'm going to showcase Kanjivarams. I'm going to talk about the motifs. So today's code for a special discount is motif, MOTIF. And on that note, I'm going to show you saris that have very unique motifs. Now, if you're looking for a bridal sari, here is a very contemporary color. It's like a dusty lilac shade. It's a dusty lilac shade, and look at this. It's actually a man who's tying Mangal Sutra around the groom tying Mangal Sutra around the bride's neck. Look at this. So here, so very beautiful bridal sari, and the borders are equally fascinating. So it's showing a bridal procession. Okay, so here is your very pretty bridal theme sari in a contemporary dusty. And if you're wondering what the sari looks like when it is draped, here it is. Now, if you're buying it for a bride, we can absolutely get the perfect blouse done with handwork, whatever you want. We can even match the motif onto your sari. We get so many requests, somebody doing a bridal shower or someone doing a baby shower and they want something thematic. We do that. So here is your dusty lilac, pure Kanjivaram silk sari with bridal motifs. Now, for those of you who just joined in, a very, very warm welcome. All products that I'm showcasing today are listed in the special page called shobitam.com/live. And the interesting thing is, as I'm showcasing the video, you're also going to see the products that are going to show up. And if you scan the QR code, you'll be taken to the product where you can see more details. All right. So here is a very interesting color combination. It's your regular Kanjivaram. I just thought the color combination looked very nice. It's a sage green, a dusty sage green color with a purple background, and I really loved the purple. Now it has a dual tone, so it has a blue dual tone. So you will see lines in varying widths, and that's the beauty of it. So take a close look at it. This is the natural color. So you see a bit of blue here because the blue color is reflecting light. You see green here, so this is the dual tone, and it comes with a very pretty purple border. Okay, so the next color was equally pretty. It's like your kesari color, your pink orange mix. So it's actually a rose and mustard dual tone. Look at this. So it's actually a little lighter than what you see on screen, at least what I see on screen. It's a very, very pretty rose color, very pretty rose and mustard kesari color, as we call it. And the border is also a dual tone with green and purple. And I really love the play of colors. So Kanjivaram saris are basically one about the fabric, all of your silks. Second, about the color combinations. This one really, really is stand out. And third, the motifs. So here it is. All right. Oh. So here is a borderless sari. Some of you asked for borderless saris. And here is a midnight blue borderless sari. And it's got very beautiful parrot motifs in two different zari tones. There is silver and there is copper. And they alternate. Look at this. And if you're wondering what a borderless sari looks like, I'll show this to you. And it comes with a teal green pallu, teal green blouse piece. So this is your pallu for a pop of color because there is no contrast on the borders. The pallu and the blouse piece do the talking. So it comes with a plain blouse piece with a line of, plain blouse piece. And here is your zari drenched pallu. And here is your body. So your navy blue, pure Kanjivaram silk sari with parrot motifs in two different colors, silver and copper. So for those of you who love borderless saris. All right. The next sari is equally interesting. I showed you Kalpa Vriksha with different flowers. Now look at this beautiful tree, Meenakari tree with different birds on it. So here it shows the circle of life, very nicely represented. Here, take a close look. And like I said, these are not your everyday Kanjivarams. They are absolutely standout pieces. Look at this. So it's got very minute self stripes. So beautiful, bright, vibrant chartreuse with a dark green like a light and Meenakari borders. So it's a one-side skirt border sari. And it looked very pretty with this contrasting blouse piece, like a purple blouse piece, a full sleeves blouse piece, like I wear so many times. So here is your sari, and that's not all. So it's got alternate colors of zari. So this is gold, silver, and a contemporary twist to your traditional kanjivaram. So this combination is traditional, but it's got these minute checks that make it modern and beautiful contemporary motifs along the bottom. So okay, so I'm going to show you two of our very unique collections. You absolutely love our fusion saris. So I'm going to show you fusion saris. And we typically do a full jal fusion sari. So I'm going to show you the sari in a very rare combination of maroon and a heather gray kind of a shade, heather gray blue. And this one is not your full jar, the pallu is full jar, but the rest of the body is your butedar sari. So look at this, it looks so different. It's got, sorry, I'm showing the other side. So this is the beginning of the sari. Look at this, and it's done very, very neatly. There are no unfinished edges. And here is the sari. Look at this. So fabric is flowy, it's pure georgette. It's got, sorry, not pure georgette, it's viscose georgette in maroon with a blue-gray combination, and there's gota patti work also on it. So very unique, and I'm going to show you how this one drapes. So here is your sari. So this is how it drapes. It's got jal work in the front. This is the pallu. This is the jal work in the front, and the rest of the sari looks like this. When it comes to the Banarsi blouse, so this is your chikankari Banaras fusion sari. So the best of what Uttar Pradesh has to offer in terms of textiles. And the next sari is a similar one. It's a baby pink and yellow combination, which makes it very interesting, very modern. And this is also a chikankari Banarsi with gota patti work. So it's full jal, and this is what the sari looks like. It's got gota patti work. Now remember, we are not just here for saris. If you want your saris transformed into other pieces of garments, like some of you give us customized requests, we can do that for you. And I'm going to show you one of those. So here is an example. Sari, a pure silk handloom brocade sari, converted to a lehenga. And look at the pleats. It's actually got lining. It's got can for that, you know, when you walk, it looks really, really nice. And there's another layer of can below that, so you know it doesn't itch. And here is your gorgeous lehenga. We can do lehengas with work blouses and the dupatta. A complete ensemble done for you. And we can even do work on the blouses. So this one, look at the gorgeous latkans with handwork tassels. So we can do all these kind of customizations. You can just purchase any sari from us and you can say you want it to be converted to a particular outfit. We even did Kanchipuram special for someone who was actually contesting for Miss America. So she was a state representative and she wanted a Kanchipuram and Banarsi to be converted to a dress, to a short dress. So we've done that as well. So we can do absolutely any type of customization, and these opulent fabrics really look so gorgeous. All right. So moving on to our final set. You love saris with handwork. So lately we've done a lot of saris with handwork. When we say handwork, it's cut ganas, it's sequins, all of that just add a little bit of jazz to the sari. Look at this. And any sari that you purchase from us, if you want work done, we do get those customization requests as well. We can do that for you. So this pure Kanjivaram silk sari in green and blue has zari work. It also has got handwork highlights in the key areas. So here in the front, just a little bit here on the lower bottom. Pallu with more work. You can see how it's dazzling. And blouse with a little bit of work along the borders here. So just a little bit. And we've got a few options available. So I'm showing you one. scan the QR code to be taken to that particular page, but we have more options. So if you go to shobitam.com/live, you'll see a lot more options that were just added today. The next sari is a very delightful methi green color with your rectipate border. Rectipate is basically your two lines of zari. It's also called gap border because there's like a little gap between the zari detailing. This is an equal width border, so the width of the border here matches the width of the border there. If you're wondering, oh my god, the sari looks so tall for me, I will not be able to wear it, we can get it pre-stitched where all this extra part gets cut. The sari is pre-pleated for you as per your waist size, your height, and that doesn't add up any bulk at all. So it's really customized for you. You can wear it if you're not very familiar with wearing saris. This is the solution for you. And here is a lovely methi green. Look at the color. And like I said, the sari speaks for itself. I don't have to do any talking. Beautiful geometric motifs. And it's actually not a black, it's like a deep green black. So it's a green-black combination. And very pretty color, vintage combination, and looks delightful. All right. The next sari is a very interesting color. I really love the color. It's a mystical blue purple, like a dusty blue purple. And what makes the sari stand out is not just the color. It's like I said, not too light, not too dark. It's in between. Look at the motifs. Look at the motifs, very contemporary, like a geometric design. Look at this. And look at the colors, you know, how they shine and how they reflect light. So you can't go wrong with a dual tone sari, especially if it's as beautiful as this with the right set of colors. And look at the gorgeous pallu. It comes with a matching pallu. And this is what it would look like if you were to drape it. Okay. So I'm going to show you 4 more saris and then we'll call it a wrap. I really want to thank everybody who's been part of the show today. Thanks for taking the time. The next sari is a gorgeous plum. What makes the sari stand out is the motif. So it's got Banarsi inspired paisley motifs. Take a look. It's your borderless sari. Look at this. So 3 beautiful paisleys. Let me show this closely. 3 long. Now, I love long paisleys. I think they make the sari or just add so much more beauty. So here is your long paisleys in Sona Rupa, gold, silver. It comes with a contrasting teal. Tassels are done. Look at these tassels, completely handmade by Sharda and her team. And here is how the sari looks when it is stitched. Now, purple is such a popular color in your silk saris, be it Banarsi or Kanjivarams, and here is a very gorgeous Banarsi-inspired sari with a teal contrast. It comes with a teal blouse piece. So it comes with a teal blouse piece. All right. Temple borders. If you love Kanjivarams, you absolutely need to own a temple border sari. We do have many other combinations, but this particular one really stood out. It's a dual tone, it's a blue dual tone, and it's got silver temple border. So it's your, look at this, a blue, a periwinkle kind of a blue and purple with silver. It's also called reku or it's also called tarampu. So tarampu is like your pine leaf flower. It also has this particular shape. So it's your temple motif or your tarampu motif in a beautiful blue dual tone, periwinkle dual tone with the silver zari border. And it's got zari work on the top and bottom in the prominent part. So this is your top side zari border. The color looks very pretty. The color looks very pretty and very trendy. So here is your silk sari with your temple border in silver zari. And this is the one. All right, last 2 saris. The next sari, again, we have 3 different color combinations in this. I picked up this one because I thought it looked very different. Now, the intricacy of a motif is defined by the number of hooks. So these are the hooks. The more number of hooks in a frame, the more intricate the pattern, and this one is one of those. Look at this. It's a maroon with maroon plum shade with a rama green contrast, lovely pallu border, and look at these distinctly placed motifs. So it's not your regular kanjivaram, it's got these geometric motifs that are distinctly placed. And look at the work, completely symmetrical with chakram, mile chakram, peacock and wheel placed, and there are zari vertical stripes running across the body of the sari. So, like I said, it's got the perfect balance of your heritage and contemporary. So classic and contemporary in one, and I think it looks very delightful. So here is your next sari. And you have any questions, please feel free to ask. All our silk saris are silk mark certified, and every sari is triple quality checked before it's shipped out to you, so you don't have to worry about quality at all. And we try to take pictures which are very, very close to the actual color. If you want to request additional videos, we are happy to do them for you. So here is your next sari. And this is the last product of the day. It's an Ikkat Kanjivaram. And an Ikkat Kanjivaram, unlike most others, because it's got zari work, that's not all. The zari work is gold and silver. It's got ornamentation done, so it's not your straight zari type stripes, it's got little decorative zari, beautiful peacocks on the top. It doesn't have plain zari in the bottom, it has zari and Ikkat panel and then a zari. So it's really wide, very standout, very different. And this color is called Kanchana color. It's a very sought after color, a Kanchana and deep plum combination. So very pretty color combination. And here is your pallu, Kanchi style pallu with full zari work. And it comes here. So here is your very pretty Ikkat Kanjivaram pure silk sari, and this is the blouse piece with zari border on both sides. Here. So on that note, we wrap up today's show. But before that, I do want to show our viewers, because it's very, very late in the night. It's almost 1 a.m. here. And it's a Sunday night here yet. It's a day off for them, but still they came. So we want this if you don't show them. So can you just move around a little bit to show the viewers? So so this is a sari. Look at this. So here, the weaver is sitting in a pit loop. So he's actually in a depression, so sunken depression, so that the sari is actually at ground level. He's weaving the blouse piece first, which is why it's a different color, then the pallu, and then this is the body of the sari. So it's a royal blue, navy blue with a pink contrast. So this is pure pink border, zari, pink pallu, then the blouse piece. Sometimes, we get questions asked as to why this is like this, because every yarn cannot be dyed at exactly the same place. So that's why you have this little jagged line. It attests to the authenticity of a pure handloom sari. Now this is where the zari is coming from. There are weights that are attached to it. So it has the right tension. So the zari is not too loose. So it's actually quite heavy. There are weights that are attached on both sides. Right tension. So the sari is firm and taut. And really, look at this. It's so complex. Oh my God. I just wonder, how they actually thread every yarn through it. The loom is actually a lot more complicated. I'm not able to show the different parts of it, but take a look. It's a piece of beauty. It's something that we want to preserve. And we really want to thank all our patrons Thanks to you, you're actually helping, indirectly helping all these people, and you're helping this art survive. So we really want to take the time to thank all of you for doing this. So we actually have two weavers. I'm so sorry we're not able to do justice to their work, but every sari that you see is their work. Some weavers' work and their ecosystem is represented in every sari that they make. It takes weeks to make a sari. So imagine the amount of emotion, imagine the amount of love, labor, all that goes into every sari. It's what makes handmade so special in this era of AI, right? And on that note, I do want to thank everyone, all our viewers, all our patrons who've been there. If I did not answer any questions, feel free to ask. We will get back to you. No trunk show is complete without the work of people behind the scenes. And so many people have diligently worked to make today's trunk show happen. I especially want to thank Prashant and Nitin, who've actually enabled this tech solution. Prashant, you want to say hi? Just come. Who've enabled this tech solution where you're actually seeing this little QR codes that have come up. So, yeah, it's very late in the night, and thanks to Nitin, who's on the other side in Bangalore. So, yeah. So, want to thank you. So many of you, you're all behind the scenes, so you're not able to see their faces. Say hi. And the entire catalog team. It's not easy to put so many products out there. So big thanks to Ravindra, Kavya, Deepti Sahana for making it happen, and the entire CS team. The entire CS team is actually working behind the scenes. Narsan, Nazish, Nitin, Luisa, Kavya. Thank you so much. And if I left out anybody, I'm so sorry. The entire inventory team who put the saris and everything together, our dear driver Madhu for driving us all the way, and the team here. So we want to thank all the viewers here for helping make this happen. So on that note, we will wrap today's show. Thank you so much again, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. We are going to launch gold jewelry. We're going to launch gold jewelry. I think that's a step in the right direction because you love our silver. So please stay tuned for more. So on that note, it's me, Aparna, signing off. See you next time. And have a great rest of the weekend. Bye.